Hey guys, welcome back to the show today. I've got a great topic for all of you PTAs today. So many of us have hit our career ceiling, right? And we wonder if there is more. And many of us wonder, should I go back to PT school? So in today's stretch mobility coaching show, I want to break down the role of a physical therapist position and contrast it with a PTA position and role. So, welcome back to the Stretch Mobility Coaching Show, where I'm going to empower physical therapist assistants to take control of their careers, find fulfillment, and achieve financial freedom. And I am your host, Kim Narker. And today we're diving deep into a topic that is on the mind of many PTAs, whether to transition from a PTA and become a physical therapist. Now, I want to compare and contrast the roles. I want to discuss the burnout factors associated with each career, and I want to evaluate the return on investment for becoming a PT. Plus, we're going to explore alternative career paths for PTAs who are looking to advance their careers without taking on the significant burden of physical therapy school. Let's get started, shall we? All right, I want to start by breaking down the key differences between a PTA and a PT role. As a PTA, your primary focus is implementing treatment plans designed by the physical therapist. You get to provide hands-on care to clients and patients. You get to document their progress. You get to do therapeutic interventions, and you work under the supervision of a PT, which means you don't carry the weight of the clinical decision making, but you play a crucial role in patient recovery. Now, on the other hand, a PT, they're responsible for the entire patient care process, from the initial evaluation, the treatment planning, the reassessments, and the discharge. PTs have a higher level of autonomy and are involved in more complex therapeutic procedures. Now, this added responsibility also means they carry the burden of making critical decisions, and these critical decisions can directly impact patient outcomes. Now, let's talk about burnout. Both PTAs and PTs are at risk of burnout, but the causes and severity can differ for each of these career roles. A PTA often experiences burnout due to heavy workloads, repetitive tasks, and the physical demands of the job. Also, the fact that you guys are having to see 3, 4, 5, 6 people in an hour. You're not able to spend that one-on-one time that you seek to spend, and you're not getting any good outcomes. In fact, you're not seeing people make progress that you feel like they could make if you could spend more one-on-one time with them. But because you don't have the same level of responsibility of a PT, their emotional stress might be a little bit lower than yours. For a PT, the risk of burnout can even be higher. The heavy workload combined with the emotional stretch of managing complex cases, making sure that you understand what you're supposed to do. They have administrative burdens of documentation. They also lead themselves towards emotional exhaustion. However, a PT can open their own clinic and get more autonomy that way, but then they're just adding more hats to what they have to wear currently. Now, PTs often work long hours and face professional isolation, particularly if they're a solo therapist in a practice. And some of you PTAs face that as well. Now, all of these factors contribute to high burnout among PTs and PTAs. All of us see that we're not able to make the progress that we want a person to make, mainly because of insurance demands. Now, let's discuss the financial aspect. What is the return on investment for becoming a physical therapist if you're already a PTA? PTs, number one, earn a higher salary compared to PTAs, with the starting salaries ranging from $60,000 to $85,000, while PTA typically start at $45,000 and $55,000. But those salaries can go up to that $75,000 and $85,000 if you're in home health and you're carrying a full caseload. But that salary increase comes at a significant cost for a PT because they have administrative tasks and they have to also manage all of their physical therapist assistants. And for those of us that are PTAs, we just get to do the fun stuff, which is the treatment. Now, first, there is a financial investment for PT school, and it can cost anywhere from $45,000 to $210,000. And this is going to be dependent on where you attend, whether it's a public school or a private school for physical therapy. Then there's the time investment. These programs, if you're not doing a bridge program and working full time, they can usually take 3 years to complete. Now, during which you might not be able to work full time as a PTA, leading to a potential loss of income. And over those 3 years, guys, you could lose anywhere from $135,000 to $210,000 earnings on top of what your tuition costs are. So when you factor in these costs, the return on investment for becoming a PT isn't as high as it might initially seem. While the salary bump may be attractive, you only get a little bit more salary for all of that time and money costing what you have to spend on that PT program. So, are you really, if you're going to be increasing your salary by $5,000 to $10,000 a year, and you calculate that over the years to your retirement, some of you only have 10, 15 years, you're only talking $150,000. If you're paying in $210,000 in money and tuition, and you're paying in another $210,000 because you're going back to school full time and you can't carry a full time load as a PTA, then you've already spent $5,000 and you're not going to make that back in 15 years. So those are crucial things that you need to consider when you're looking to become a PT. So, what are the alternatives for PTAs who want to advance their careers without taking on the burden of PT school? Well, let's explore a few options. First, there's the Stretch Mobility Coach certification. This is a fantastic option if you're passionate about helping people improve their mobility and quality of life, but you want to maintain a better work-life balance. Becoming a Stretch Mobility Coach is going to allow you to work more independently, build your own client base, and increase your earning potential, all without needing that costly degree. Another option for you is to explore specialized certifications that allow you to expand your skills within your PTA role. Now, these certifications can open doors to higher paying positions in areas of specialization like geriatrics, orthopedics, neurology, or maybe becoming a rehab director or a manager, something like that. Lastly, some PTAs choose to leave the field entirely, either to pursue a lower qualified position with less stress or to switch out careers altogether. While this might seem like a step back for some, it is a way to prioritize personal well-being and find fulfillment outside of the healthcare field. Now, while becoming a PT is going to offer you certain benefits, the cost, both financial and emotional, are significant. For many PTAs, the return on investment may not justify the effort. Fortunately, there are alternative paths that can provide you with the career advancement, fulfillment, and financial freedom that you're looking for without the burnout that you're currently facing. Now, if you're currently feeling stuck or you're unsure about your next steps, I encourage you to explore all of the options to see which one is the most fulfilling option for you. Now, if it's helpful for you to learn what your options are to become a Stretch Mobility Coach, then I'll put a link below that's for a free 15-minute career discovery call. And on that call, I'll break down where you are currently in your PTA career. That's financially and the time that you're spending on your PTA career. And I'll compare and contrast where you are and look at all of these three options. Is it good for you to go to be a PT? Is it better for you to step away from the career altogether? Or is Stretch Mobility Coaching something that you should look into? I'm happy to break that down for you on a free 15-minute call, and I'll put a link below for that. Now, if you're a PTA and you're looking to get more information and learn more about career advancement opportunities, a great place to go and a great resource is to go to our guide section in my Facebook private page. It's called PTA Trailblazers. If you're not a part of that group, please join today and take a look around in that group. That's going to be for PTAs only at this time. Now, if you're looking for more information, then you can also go to my website, thestretchmobilitycoach.com, and that will give you some information as well. Hope you found this information helpful. Make sure you're following me and my stretch mobility coach practice here in Beckett. I'm excited to share with you all of the ways that you can advance in your career, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. Have a great day, and I'll see you next week.